Hello, welcome to the Limitless Abundance channel. We are here at the LA POSH Fashion Week. Follow me.
Smoking out, throwing up, put that lane up in my club. Smoking out, throwing up, put that lane up in my club. Smoking out, throwing up, put that lane up in my club. Smoking out, throwing up, put that lane up in my club.
We keep it smoke out,
Stuffing everywhere we go.
California blood,
Fill up everywhere we go.
slow motion in my cup.
Sipping everywhere we go.
They all know what's up.
Every city that we go. And I like it. And I like it, I like it, I like it, yeah. And I like it. I like it. And I like it, I like it, I like it, yeah.
The answer.
Well, probably because they know. You know what I mean? They're trying to, make their way.
That's true.
But I mean, I'm an admin on the Festival Magazine Facebook page, and there are thousands. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Thousands of emails in our inbox, and every single one of them, how can I be a model? How can I be in your magazine? I want to be a model. And we link them to our Festival Magazine website with everything they need to know, but they want to hand it to them on a silver platter. And as we all know in life, that just doesn't happen with anything you try to do. So I think it's just like living in reality.
Even telling someone you should go see an agent or send your pictures to an agent is almost encouraging them. So I send everyone to Plus Model Magazine because people ask me all the time, like, how do I become a model? And I'm like, Plus Model Magazine has great information. But what do I do when I get to the site? Read the information. And it will tell you to send your pictures to an agent. But yes, that's an interesting diet time.
But the other thing is too, guys, is you can understand that a lot of these agents aren't necessarily business people, and they could have had a bad lunch, and then you walk in on an open call or whatever it is, and you're not at the moment. Frankly, they see you, but you tune people out. That just could have been your moment where they just tuned you out. Maybe you had some time. You guys, I haven't had it. I'm not even going to go on the story, but I mean, it was just one of those moments where you thought the door was like blast and wide open. This was my opportunity. I was going to take this by storm, and you're too exotic. I thought, I'm exotic. You're too ethnic. That's what I heard. I thought, that's why I love this whole thing right now, because there's so much diversity. There needs to be more diversity, but there's more diversity now in this industry than there ever has been before, and that's really cool. But at the end of the day, you guys, and most people you're dealing with at agencies are waiting for the phone to ring. They're not making the phone ring. Does that make sense? So if you go to an open call, or you get in front of an agent, or you do those kinds of things, just because they said no to you now, be like a baby. They learn to walk, they fall, they get back up, they fall, they get back up. This moment may not have been your moment. If you really know you've got what it takes, or you feel strongly than you do, then go back. And then go back again, and then go back again. And that's what you have to do. It's not these, it's that moment. It's that picture. It's that, what is it?
I mean, successful models who are working say that to me all the time. I went to 5 different agencies over the course of 2 years before I got signed. Maybe it's the test shoot or the lack of test shoot that you're doing. Maybe it's the stylist you used or didn't use, or the makeup artist you didn't use, or whatever it is. Like, it's not always one thing. You have to try. You have to try different things. As models, you have to test shoot. I mean, every model has to test constantly. Models who are working test constantly.
And that's why they're working, because you can see their range and their growth. And there's even plus models who are signed now who don't test. Would you not update your business card? Would you not, think about it from a business perspective. Would you not take that moment and do that?
Right.
There's beautiful girls that have been bypassed because as they're going through the models, right? You only see them test, and it's the same test from a year later. And so how could you know that she's right if you haven't even seen her? So just because you get to an agency doesn't mean that the work stops. That's when the work begins. That's when it really begins.
And what you do for your agency in New York might be completely different than what you do for your agency in Miami or LA. You have different portfolios for different markets.
And I think people also make the mistake too that when that door's open, they go, okay, I'm here. Now what? I was signed. I was literally discovered by Emmy. You guys know Emmy? I was discovered by Emmy, and I was at the Western Cable Show. I worked for whatever. And I went to go down there, and as I'm walking up to her and understand, you guys, I had no pattern balding. I had hair growing on my face. I had cystic acne. I had PCOS, and I'd gotten over some of these symptoms. I basically had defeminized, and it's just part of having PCOS, and that happened. So when I walked up to her, it was emotional, and when she saw me, she was you should be a plus size model. And I was there with my boss and my coworker, and I thought, oh my gosh, what do I do? I had a meeting right afterwards with Showtime. People at Showtime knew that I was going to go down to meet with Emmy and at our time her husband. She says, what I want you to do, she says, I want you to get in touch with Ford New York. This is who you're going to talk to. Would you guys think that I would have been a Ford model? Not because of this, but you know what I mean? Because like, here's this door opened up to you. I did exactly what she said. She met with me, we sent the info, and they said, send us pictures. So what did I do? I decided I was going to style myself. I don't style myself now. I still, Rhea, what do you think? I didn't call you today, I should have. But the thing is, I decided to style myself. I decided to do my own hair and makeup. And then I went to a friend who was interested in maybe becoming a photographer, and he took my pictures. I blew my opportunity. I blew it. But you know what? It wasn't supposed to be. It doesn't mean that just because she opened that door for me, that was in fact the way it was going to happen. I'm just telling you, we all have stories like this. I've been scammed out of $1,000. Oh, you should be a model. Oh, really? Wrote the check, $1,000, met them outside what used to be called the St. James, the Sunset Towers. Right? Took the pictures in the park, never saw my money. So you have all these great things out there, even when you think the door's been blasted open for you, it wasn't your time. It wasn't my time. And I got signed up for nicely styled, simple snapshots. But it's changed now, because now you want to test. You want to be able to show that range. You want to be able to show they don't have time to treat you. You have to test and get in front of those photographers who the agencies are using. The agencies know that they're going to know based off not because you think having a sexy pose and get you in the agency. Will a sexy pose get them an agent or a job?
No, and just because your sign doesn't get you a job either.
No, very good point.
Sit on a board for years and never work. You're not doing the work yourself.
Right. Well, everybody wants everything right now. And you have to serve the table before you sit down and eat. My parents taught me that, and I live by that. You have to serve before, and can't nobody make your plate. You gotta get up and make your plate. That's what I say to people all the time. Don't expect everybody to give you the answers. Go and search for them.
And that's
You
not
want to
just
be
with modeling,
something.
that's
And that's in life.
But if you get that opportunity, you don't sit back and wait for the next step. It's not handed to you. Like even the Girls from America's Next Top Model, they get the title, right? What does that mean? You're America's Next Top Model. And they have actually come back on Tyra and said, you didn't help me. That wasn't Tyra's job.
That wasn't her job.
That wasn't her job. So you get selected on a model search. You don't just sit back and wait for something to happen. That's your time to get to work. That's your time to test. And that's your time to flip through the magazines or go through Plus Model magazine or whatever it is. And who is styling? What are the fashions? What photographers are doing? The industry's watching what we do. That's probably a good place to start. Not to toot our own horn, but I know who's watching. You know, so you have that research at your fingertips. So go and put it to practice. And you know what? The more you screw up, the better. Because you're just going to learn from it, you become better from it. So don't be afraid of doing something wrong. If you want to be a model, you already have risk taker in your head.
Intern too. Don't every time you do something doesn't mean you have to get paid for it.
Oh,
The
totally.
experience of learning is bigger. It's priceless. So humbling yourself to intern and say I don't know, but I respect you enough to learn from you, and I want to just find out my way. If this is something I even want to do, it may feel great right now, but 2 years from now you want to be a beekeeper. Who knows? I'm the MarcyMinute.com and the Marcy Minute on Twitter and Instagram. ShondaFreedom.com, also on Twitter under Shonda Says. I also have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/Shonda Says, and also on Instagram under Shonda Says. And I'm showing my line today.
Yay! Plus Model Mag, you can find us at plusmodelmag.com, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Put in Plus Model Mag, you'll probably find us. And it's one model.
And at my routine.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I am too on Instagram. But if you don't like health and fitness, don't follow it because I talk about it a lot. A lot. It's just, it is part of what I do, so.
My website is reanorman.com, REAHNORMAN.com, and all of my social media is at reanorman. And my blog is reanorman.blogspot.com.
And I've been your moderator this evening, Shanice Lewis. You can follow me online at shanicelewis.com and on Twitter, Instagram, everything.
You know you're powerful when you say Google me.